here's a little bird that we have here that we got by mistake. This is a little Silkie. It's a chicken. It's a member of the bantam family. And we bought some Cornish X chicken chicks about 3 months ago. And so for some reason, this little Silkie was in with the Cornish X um, chicks. And if you've ever raised Cornish X chicks, you'll know that they grow extremely fast. What's the matter, Chubba? Huh? What's the matter, Chubba? Nobody's petting you. Anyways, Cornish X hens and chicks are known for being a meat bird, and they grow very quickly. In a matter of 2 months, they're ready to, if you want a smaller bird, they're ready to use for food. And we waited 3 months to process our birds. But anyways, this little Silkie was in with the Cornish X. And the Cornish X basically just sit around and eat and drink all day. They grow so fast, they're so heavy that their legs can barely carry their weight, and they will just sort of amble up to the feed dish, and they'll plop themselves down, and they'll eat right from a laying position, and they'll do the same with the water. And so they've been inside an enclosure, and this little Silkie has been inside the enclosure with them for 3 months. Now we did not process, obviously, this little Silkie, and we don't know if it's a male or female. We're waiting to find out, because when we find out and determine which sex this chicken is, unless it's a binary, unless it identifies with a binary, non-binary sex. When we find out what the sex of this little bird is, we'll try to find a mate, or we'll give the bird away to a home or something. But because this bird has lived with Cornish X chickens, this bird this bird hasn't learned to do anything that chickens do, which is to scratch the ground, peck at the ground, look for bugs and mice. And a normal hen that had been raised outdoors would naturally scoop up this little piece of clover. This hen, or this rooster, should be picking at every piece of green thing that's out there and scratching in the ground, looking for rocks, pebbles, and insects. But it doesn't know any better, because it's been living inside a box or a bin with other chickens that never did that. And the interesting thing about this little Silkie is it has black skin. If you were to move its feathers aside, you'd see that this thing has black skin. I'll see if I can move its feathers aside. I don't know if you can see that, but there's black skin under there. And it also has five toes on each foot, and you can't see it, but there's a little there's an extra toe in there. Is it 5? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5. Normally a hen would have 4. And it has black feet. This one has black feet, and it has a black face, and it has black skin. So I'm sitting out here hoping that this little Silkie will learn to peck at. Oh, look, it's pecking at. It's playing with a piece of grass. Learn to peck the ground, or scratch the ground, peck at things, and act normally for this type of a bird. And the bird hasn't even come out of the shed that I've been keeping it in. It's so afraid of the outdoors. And all of its friends are gone. They're in the freezer. And so, with a little patience, maybe this bird will learn to walk around and scratch. We've got to find a friend for it. But sometimes I think about this little guy's situation, and I think sometimes that we're alike an awful lot. I've learned an awful lot from nature and from animals. And I think we're an awful lot like the animals in so many ways. And this little Silkie has been living in a box and thought that normal for himself or herself was to just sit in a pen all day, not being able to look outside, not being able to walk outdoors, and not being able to do the things that chickens would do. Now, of course, the chicken didn't miss it because the chicken never knew it. But this chickens were not made to sit in a box all day, just getting fat. The Cornish X breeds are a type of breed that really have no desire to go out and to walk around. They're so heavy that their feet can hardly carry their weight. Um, but that's not the case for this. And uh, I think sometimes that we as human beings, we accept situations as being normal because we've lived with them so long, the situation that we're living with that's not normal for us. And then when we are put in a situation where we're free to do the things that come natural to us, the good things, we don't know what to think. We don't know what to make of it. But I think that we are living in an age where we're learning an awful lot. A lot of things are coming to our understanding about life, about the world, and there are many of us that realize that we're not meant to be like chickens, put it in a box, and to live a certain life of limitations. I think that we have such a potential as human beings, but we've been unable to achieve that potential because we've been in a box. I know that our whole society raises us inside of a box. You're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that. You're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. Stay inside the box. And then we accept it as normal. And then if a bird tries to escape out of the box, all the other birds are saying, stay inside the box. That's where you belong. It's dangerous out there outside the box. Here we have food, we have water. It's all we need. We're happy. Anyways, maybe there's hope for this little bird, he or she, to learn how to be a bird and how to roam around and scratch the ground and look for insects and peck at things.